Hello, hello, lovely sim racers. And I need to get rid of that over there. That was a big mistake. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm Constantinos and this is Lovely Sim Racing. Today, as yesterday, I'm going to be basically just developing and working on the lovely dashboard. It's been yet another extremely busy day. Hope you guys have been good all day and been productive, at least. And let's get more people in here and we can start. How is everyone? How is everyone? Come on, guys. What did you guys do today? What was your creative outlet? Hey, Jason. How you doing? I need to do something. Hold on. Good. And I'm almost ready. Parfait. All good. Perfect. And we're set. Oh, nice check. Yes, yes. So these are the things that I want to talk about a bit about. So as I said yesterday, if anyone was on the stream yesterday, I think Jason, you were student. How you doing, man? I'm on my phone watching. Horrible reception where I am at. Hopefully I can follow along well enough. Well, on your phone you might be. I'll be like a little postage stamp, but it's fine. So if you guys were with me yesterday, I told you how I'm moving a lot of things around. So one of the things that I want to do, and this is kind of like it's kind of like a top priority for me right now because I want to get everything, the processes done so I can continue with everything else. It's basically these are test runs. This isn't the final thing. I'm just testing because I need to make sure that everything is working good and quality wise and everything. So these are just some test runs that I've done. So sticker sheets, right? This is not going to be for sale, okay? This is not going to be one. I might be putting these in along with something else, but this is a sticker sheet, right? I'm also printing out like a little like authenticity thing there. So I'm literally just, let me just get one off. Kiss cut stickers, they're actually working really well, you know? They're sticking really good. And these stickers, just get them off here. these stickers are no Windows update requires them to be installed. Don't do it. Don't do that. Damn. These stickers, this is the quality. They are glossy, as you can see. Really good quality, print-wise. So it's like, you know, sharp. Colors are very vibrant and everything. And you cannot... it's not paper, basically. You can see it's basically expanding. It's not paper. It's vinyl. It's plastic. And this thing can stick on your steering wheel, contour. So you can see here, for instance, it's contour. It's great. You can remove it and you can stick it again the other way around. It will stick. So these things can be stuck and restuck again. And as you can see, no residue, nothing left. So this is what I've been doing. And as you can see, I'm rubbing it, and nothing is happening. It's really, really, really good quality. And you can use these and reuse these on many different locations. And you obviously will be able to stick them and restick them if you want to. Of course, after like a certain amount of time. And you know, if you put it on your forehead, it doesn't help, because now you got all these oils from my forehead on it, so it's not going to stick anymore. But this is one of the things that I'm actually working on. And these are just some test runs I'm doing. But the idea is that I'm going to start printing and producing sticker sheets, specifically in the beginning for the Artura series. So these radial, you know, switches will be included. And then I'm going to be doing more and more variations of those, and probably going to be doing more stickers for other steering wheels as well. And this has sprung a few ideas. So one of the ideas that I had is, you know, I can put these on Ko-fi, I can put them on various other locations, but right now I have Ko-fi for memberships. I have the Discord for files and members and all that. And then I have the Spreadshirt website, which is an EU website for Europe sales, and one in the US. So that's like 4 stuff. And now creating, you know, new stuff for this, a new touch point for these. And I really, really hate it. So everything's starting to get very scattered. So what I decided to do is consolidate everything. I may not be able to consolidate memberships yet. And Discord is going to be a really big part anyway. But consolidating the stickers and the stores, US and EU store, into one location, consolidating all the member benefits. So as members, you can buy, you know, the exclusive gold member T-shirt, or as a member, I want to have some discounts. I want to have, and all that I can't do it right now because Spreadshirt doesn't allow me. So I'm looking into moving everything from Spreadshirt over onto Shopify. And, well, actually, moving not Spreadshirt. Spreadshirt will be moving to, what is it called? Printful. So changing vendors for everything that I do, you know, merch-wise, you know, apparel-wise, and accessory-wise, hats and everything, and mugs, moving them over to Printful. So far, they're really good. I haven't tested. I'm waiting for some test runs to come back and make sure that everything's good. Quality seems to be a bit better from print and the actual t-shirts, but everything will be moving over. This has a few things. First off, designs will be the same. I'm not changing the designs. I want them to be the same, so I don't want to have changes in the designs of what I have. There will be more accessories. Prices will most likely be a bit better. So I think Printful does a better job in pricing. So that will change. I don't have any specifics. But moving everything to Printful will change a few things. So there will be maybe different quality for the zip-up hoodies that exist now. A different quality for the hoodie itself. They're basically different things. I'm trying to match them with what I have right now, but they will be different. Price-wise, I think it'll be a bit better. So if you guys want to hold off, you can do that, obviously. But they will be moving there. Doing that, Printful will be served up through Shopify. Okay, so Shopify is a platform you can make stores and everything, but I'm going to connect it through to Printful. So Printful will be distributing, printing, distributing, and everything for as far as, you know, clothing, shirts, and whatever. And I've seen a lot of you have actually purchased T-shirts and hoodies, so it's a good thing. It's a good sign. So I'm investing in that. But also, what I can do with Shopify is put my own stuff, so I can actually add more products there and sell them. These products, the sticker sheets, will be done in-house, not in Printify or Printful or whatever they call them. So I can have one consolidated roof website for everything. And I'm also looking at ways how to have member-only merch on Shopify, which means if you are a member, you will have specific access to parts of the website, and you can purchase member-only merch, which is available only to members. And I can also, having that done, I will also be able to have specific discounts for products for members. So it's a really big task, okay? It's not a small thing, trust me. Even though I don't have a lot of products, still setting it all up and figuring out how it works and making it work and testing and doing all that, setting up shipping and handling, all that stuff, it is huge. But that is one thing that I am doing now. I want to get that out of the way. So that's one thing. Also, there might be a chance in the future, once I get everything, you know, get my way around Shopify, there might be a chance that I can actually do all the memberships through Shopify directly. They do support subscriptions and all that. So if I can do that and connect Shopify to Discord, then it'll be even better. Maybe through Shopify I can also have all the member downloads. So these are things that I will be doing in the future. But essentially what I want to do is I want to consolidate everything. Having everything here, there, you know, you go from one place to another. It's not the same design. It's not the same experience. I want to consolidate everything because it's really important to me to have a really good experience. And that's one of the things that I'm actually doing, spending maybe a couple of hours on that every day. 1 hour. Couple, maybe not. I did some of these. So I got the actual hardware that cuts stickers. Got it today. I made a few test runs. I got it working the way I want to, so it doesn't cut through the paper. It just cuts through just the front part. Yeah, so I've been extremely busy. And to add on to that, I obviously have my daytime job, which is all of my morning. And then this is where we do work on the lovely dashboard. So now that I mentioned lovely dashboard, this Friday, lovely members will get version 2.6.6, which includes various fixes, a lot of fixes actually. You can find them in a roadmap on Discord, and this one also includes the Ascher Racing integration. So everything that I showed yesterday, you will have it here again on Friday. And then things start freezing unless we have any bugs or anything. But the plan is to freeze the dashboard, and I prepare documentation and all the files to upload it towards the end of May, where I will have a public release, and 2.7 will be available for everyone. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll close the stream. I'm tired. I'm already tired. Oh, yeah, okay. Quality-wise, that's done. What else do I want to talk? There is one more thing I wanted to say. Miguel Ángel Salido Chances. Hola. ¿Qué tal? I hope muy bien. Point cord. I was, oh god. I keep on forgetting all the languages. I was about to say bonjour. Well, you could, I guess, say. I mean, it depends on where you are. So if I was in the States, I would say bonjour. Mon ami. Alright, so what else? Oh, there was one thing. I don't know if Jeff is going to join, but he can rewatch this. So when I was a couple of weeks ago, I was visiting some friends and family in the United States, and we had decided to go to Las Vegas. And while I was in Las Vegas, I actually met up with Jeff King, who is a gold member. We've been going on and off in Discord for quite some time, so I actually met up in person. And Jeff gave me a few things, because I was in Las Vegas, right? I just wanted to show them to you, and I know Jeff wanted me to show you guys, so I want to show you the two most... I actually have a few more stuff downstairs, but the two things that I actually really appreciate, and I have already started wearing, obviously, which is pretty cool. This is the actual Las Vegas Grand Prix Inc. hat. This is the hat that was by the company. It's not any team wear or anything. So one was this. I kind of like this. I also like the black color. I like black color. So this was one thing. And the other thing he gave me, which I have not worn yet, is a beautiful hoodie. This is beautiful though. This is great. I actually haven't worn it at all. Oh yeah, the backside as well, which is pretty cool, because on a rear, you have the Las Vegas Strip with a Formula 1 car on it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I have not worn this yet. The hat I have, because I live in a country with a lot of sun, so I've worn that. He also gave me a few other things, which I may or may not show on stream at some point. But I wanted to show these and say thank you very much for these gifts. They were pretty awesome. And I hope you enjoyed the chocolate. All the chocolate. All right. I think this is what we're looking at. So let's start. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna open up my Discord, and today there are absolutely no bug fixes for the dashboard. Nothing has been listed, so we're going to be going through the features. Now, I haven't gone through any of them. I will be working on low-hanging fruit. If there's something I can actually do on stream, I will do it, and I will avoid making big changes, because as I said, I want this release to be out on Friday, and then start working on the documentation and the site for the public version, which will be 2.7. So I don't want to make big changes. Big changes require many tests and possibly will break things, and I don't want to break things. I don't want to break things. Oh, that's not good, Ryan. I'm answering on Discord. Question from a member who got the Leox QR2, and then he got the Rexing Mayaris wheel, but the holes don't match up. That's tough. The reason you get the Leox QR2 is because they made the Fanatec QR2, and it's already has the 70mm holes on it, so you don't need any adapters, and you just put it on. And then Mayaris Rexing, the steering wheel, has 3 holes to put your QR2, or your QR for 70mm, but they are the other way around, so the holes don't actually match up with the QR2, which kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. Yeah, I mean, I will have to say that this is more on Rexing the fault, because they only have the actual screws on the back. Let me show you what the Rexing looks like on the back. I think this would be good enough, yeah. So the Rexing steering wheel on the back has this. So these are 50 and 70mm. You guys can see it good? Is it good? It's good. So it's 50 and 70mm, but you have 2 on top and 1 on the bottom. And then you go along and you look at this. which is the QR by Leox, which basically has all the electronics in there, and it also has a 70 millimeter pattern. The bad thing is, though, that it doesn't have the one hole here on the bottom. It has the two holes. It doesn't have the one on the bottom. So if you want to use it here, you can put the two holes on top, but the one on bottom is basically in the air. Oh, here's an example as well. Ryan sent me a lot of these things. So you can see over there, it's just sitting, it's empty. So you can only have essentially two screws, 1 and 2 on top. So this is on Rexing. They should have just had an entire pattern or something. And now what you need to do, you have to get an adapter that screws this on top. It goes for that hole, and yeah, it's like the whole reason you get the Leox is to not need an adapter. But now you need an adapter. Anyway. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Sometimes you just have to live with it. Alright, let's get on with requests and suggestions. I'll just take it. Sort view, recently active, date posted. Date posted, but it's going to sort it anyway. I'll just put recently active. Alright, so let's just take a look and let me open up. Let me open up my Dash Studio. Ah, okay, yeah. Good. Good. Jeff, did you just join? Sparkling water sometimes can be very powerful. Did you just join, Jeff? Well, if you just joined, you missed the fact where I was showing off the Las Vegas Formula 1 hat that you got me and the hoodie. So, there you go. Be on time next time. Alright, let's, let us, and tomato. Let us see what we can do here with the new features and feature requests. Lovely dashboard companion. I know your own car is a bigger circle and gets green if you improve, etc., but that we can see on the dashboard. What would I like is to have your own color for your car and possible 2 other colors for number 2 and 3. Just a suggestion. And Seb also says, also, would it be possible to show the car which is causing a yellow flag could be marked like on the integrated map? A few things to unpack here. First thing, your car is a bit bigger. I agree that it's not enough. I will say that. But it is slightly bigger. What I would like to have is your own color for your car and possible 2 other colors for... So we can adjust the color for your car. You cannot do it for number 2 or 3 or any other car. And so to answer Seb, also would it be possible to show the car which is causing... No, it is not possible to show the car that is causing a yellow flag. We have very limited access to what we can do with the maps. You can either say, I want my car to be X color and everyone else to be another color, or I can say that I want all cars to be their class color, which is exactly what I'm doing now. So I can't change the color. If I change the color, then we lose the class colors. So right now, when you're in a class, it will show you your class color. You can't do anything about that, unfortunately. So you need to... Well, so to answer this feature suggestion is, we either have class colors or we have custom colors. I'm more inclined to say that I want to have class colors, so I don't really care about the my color aspect or the custom colors, so I will keep it class color because I'm pretty sure that everyone prefers class colors. But let's look at what the options are, just so you know. Let's open up the companion. Let's do the companion. So in the companion primary, where is the map? Let's open the map. Here it is. So the options we have... Here, okay. No, I can't see it because my dashboard is in the way. Let me just make this thing just a tad bit smaller so I can be able to see these things. So for your player, you can change the font size, the dot radius, and you can manually update color and whatnot, right? The size is something we can do. And you can also do the same thing for your opponents. So the size of the opponents. The thing is, force player dot border contrast, keep map define color in single class. This is it. This is what we're using. Override colors with car class colors. So I need to have this checked for us to show class colors on the map. If I uncheck it, then I can use custom colors, but now there are no class colors. There's no option for me to say, you know, opponents are in class color, but not the driver. These are all things that could change in the future. I could raise a flag with, you know, Nicolas, SimHub, and maybe he'll do it, maybe he won't, but these are also not, you know, really high priority. I think having class colors is working well. I think it's something that we want to show, especially in multi-class races. You want to have that. Maybe if I make it a bit bigger, and to be honest, this has a bit math going behind it for the size, because as you know, in the companion especially, the sizes change depending on the track and how it fits inside the companion, so I can make it smaller, larger, and the actual dot needs to adapt to those sizes. So it's not always the same exact size. There's some math going on behind it, but usually, you know, your driver is always larger than everyone else. But the color will need to be a class color. So here's the thing for the sector. I really want to do that. I want to have like the yellow sector, which sector is yellow or not, but we cannot do that. And this is neither an issue that I can do, I can fix, or Nicolas. So everything you see on the dashboard is basically Windows Presentation Foundation or format or whatever it's called. So WPF. It's a rendering format from Windows, and this is what they're using. This is what Nicolas is using to present and render the dashboards. WPF does not, it only supports bitmaps. So bitmaps are images, literally images, pixel images. It does not support SVGs. So SVG is scalable vector graphic. It's what you would have if you were working in a software like Illustrator or Figma or something like that. And what this means is, if it's an image, SimHub, when you open up the dashboard, and I'll give you an example, just so you guys know exactly, I'll show you because it's important you understand. Alright, so let me switch over here, POV. So now you can see everything here. I will be very careful. What I do now, I want to explain this. So this map has loaded. This map has loaded right now. So what SimHub has done is it gets all the information for Silverstone, and it creates an image, a photo, on the fly, and it gives it to me here. So what you see here, it's using the colors that I've selected in the dashboard, and it is an image. When I trigger True Dark mode manually, up here, there are no maps drawn, okay? This is important, this is why I'm doing it. There are no maps here drawn, so you're only seeing that. The only map is on the ultimate. If I trigger True Dark mode, everything will change to orange except the map. So the map has been drawn once. It's never redrawn again. So it's been drawn. But look at this. On the dashboard up here, I have not viewed any map. Now once I go to the map screen, it will draw it on the fly, and it will draw it in the color that I have selected. So look at the map here. The map there is actually orange, okay? Because it was just drawn from SimHub. This one is not, that one is. Now, look at what happens if I remove True Dark mode. that map will never change. No matter if I go back to it and revisit it, it will always be orange, and this will always be white. So this is how SimHub is working. So basically, SimHub draws the map in whatever sizes I want, whatever I request, it draws it, and that's it. End of story. Now I have already requested from Nicolas to basically use SVGs. SVGs, as I said, it's scalable vector graphics. It's pretty much a drawing, it's not an image. You can, if it is an SVG, you can change everything on the fly. It's basically, you know how you have lines or your text or everything, you can change their color because it's separated. Color from the actual layout or design is different, the drawing. If they were SVGs, the map was an SVG, then we could actually have, well, not right now, but it would be something we actually could do. SimHub could actually allow us to do something like that. So have yellow sectors in between or whatnot. Right now, we can't do it because this is how it works. So it delivers an image, and once the image is produced and rendered, we can't change it afterwards. It is, yeah, it's not the best solution. As you can see now, it looks kind of weird, but it is what it is. We can't change that. So having sectors in different colors, also not possible. In the pit wall, what I've done is if you're in practice, I have a little bar, progress bar for the entire track, and I have that changing sector colors, but that's something that I'm drawing. So each sector is being drawn by myself. The map itself doesn't change color for sectors. That actually exists. Schlaf. That actually exists. Top left, there is the flags. Oh, you may have not. There was a bug. Okay, Schlaf, listen to me. There was a bug which I fixed yesterday, and it did not allow. It did not permit the flags to work. Let's actually activate it. I want to show it to you now because it's important. Let me move over here. I want you to see it and let me know if it's what you want. I don't have flags on, but you will need to go to the settings file, the configurator, and activate them. It's under the show flags, so I'm going to turn that to 1 manually. Good. And now let me just reload everything, and let me put this in a window. Put that there, and now let me pull up a race that has probably flags going to trigger, just so you can see that there are flags in the top left corner over here, and there are flags for each sector because this is something I draw. So there's like a double yellow, slow car. Everything is included in these, and especially if you already have, if you're using the lovely flags, the actual dashboard for flags as a separate dashboard, you'll see it there as well. Let me see if I can speed up this and maybe trigger some flags. Who knows? What is this? This is qualifying. Who cares about qualifying, dude? Let's go to the race, because I know the race will have some flags. We should see a green flag popping up. If we don't, then I'll need to fix something. There it is, green flag. Green, green, green. So there's a green flag. There are yellow flags. There's everything. So let's move on a bit. We probably will see some yellow flags, obviously, because... and it also shows in sectors as well, so you will be able to see them. Let's speed up just a bit because I know something happens here. No? Nada? ¿Por qué? Anyway, speeding it up even more, I'm just looking at the actual race in the map. Waiting for something to happen. But the race is coming to an end, almost. So we'll also have final lap and everything. Let me show it to you. So this one, yeah, there it is. So this is the final lap. It lets you know. If it's a white flag for a slow car, it says slow car, not final lap. So it has all these smart things in there, but this exists, so you just need to turn that on. In fact, you cannot turn it on because there's a bug in the dashboard which is fixed and will be available this Friday. So, hey Ryan, I was actually showing off your issues with the Yaris and the Leox. Yeah, I'd put that. I would put that on Rexing, to be honest. The way they have their quick release mount, I would put it on them. Schlaf, yes. So just be patient. If you are a member, you will be able to see it, to grab it this Friday, and it will have a fix. If you're not a member, then end of May there will be a public release with everything in here. So this is not an issue. This is how SimHub. Actually, I can write more. Oh, really? Yes, yes, Ryan. Yeah, yeah. I was just explaining how, you know, the Leox is a really good option, a really good alternative to the official QR2 and with the embedded electronics and everything. But the problem being, the Rexing wheel does not have the proper mounting. It doesn't have the entire 70mm holes. It just has 3, which don't match up with the QR2, which kind of makes it... Yeah, I mean... Yeah, the reason you get the QR2 with everything on it, with the electronics and the holes, is because you don't want to have the adapter, but now you need the adapter. Ah, okay, there you go. You already have the shirt. There you go, Schlaf. Ryan, I think they should. I wouldn't put a 3D printed adapter on that. I would not put a 3D printed adapter on that. Sim racing machines make amazing adapters. I have, all my wheels have them because I'm using the DD1, and none of my wheels, except the Fanatec wheel, is a Fanatec wheel. Everything else, I have this SRM adapter on them. They're really good. They should actually, they should provide an adapter. I know for a fact that Grey Wolf, Federico, that's joining us here and then, you know, every now and then in the chat, their steering wheel will have, as far as I know, an adapter for SimuCube and some other wheels as well. So they're putting it in the price. It's in the steering wheel. I think Rexing, for the price they're asking, they should have an adapter in there. So I would, if I were them, I would just drop in the adapter, because that's not a cheap wheel, honestly. So it would be good on them to actually have it. All right, let me answer to Cookie and Seb here. Schlaf, Seb, Schlaf, you're Seb. Oh yeah, you are. All right, so Seb. Okay, Seb. Good. I'll just put it in as minimal as possible. Unfortunately, the way that SimHub renders the map does not give us many options to adapt its design. Actually, it's not SimHub. It's Windows. And it's WPF. All right. So this is it's irrelevant, and I'm closing it. Lovely Forza support. All right, this is not going to happen. Sorry, this is not going to happen now tonight. Let's move on, because it's just really big, and it's also a huge discussion on what we can use, what we can't use. It'll be in itself, it'll be a project. Adding Forza. Unfortunately, I would want to add Gran Turismo, but it doesn't have any data useful. I would love to see a dash with telemetry data, clutch, brake, throttle, and speed. All of these exist on it. If you need a bit of... I don't know what this is. So Wilco says, I would love to see a dash with telemetry data, clutch, brake, throttle, and speed. Now these actually exist in the Livy dashboard. They've been there from day one. If Wilco wants only these, then that dashboard does not exist. I already responded to him. I will put this as irrelevant because it's probably just a request for a brand new dashboard, I'm assuming. Hey Tiago, how you doing? How you doing? Alright, IndyCar. I would love to see the following could be added, modified. IndyCar version of Lovely Dash. Yeah, I think James nails it there. So I would let's just read the entire request. I would love to see if the following could be added, modified to make the dash more specific for the IR18 IndyCar. This would be awesome to have before the Indy 500 event. Remove unnecessary widgets and labels such as TC, TC cut ABS, fine. Replace these widgets with current FIRB weight jacker. So just a note, if you do change your FRB or weight jacker, it does have an alert. So you do see these things. It just doesn't have a place on the dash for these. It appears that there is currently push to pass features, but the amount of time in seconds that the push to pass is activated isn't incrementing correctly while push to pass is active. Current tire compound choice, primary or alternate. Probably a few of the things that I may be forgetting. If anyone else would like to chime in, and suggestions. I'm good, Tiago. I'm good. Tired, very busy. Like if you watch the stream from the beginning, you'll see everything that's happening, including the new ventures and new projects that I'm working on. Internal lovely projects. It's very busy though, very busy. Not enough hours in 24 hours to do everything. And he also has, Recoil Dave also has attached a replay with the FRB up and down, ARB, and then and weight jacker up and down in that order. Okay. Alright. I'd recommend just using another dash for this. So James actually says this in the most subtle way. Just use another dash. Replica. So I would say if you want to have a replica dash, yes, use another dash. If you want to use the lovely dashboard, then stick around. Because I really want to fix it. I want to update it for Indy cars. But there's things I need to know before I do that. So looks like Yob's dash has a free broken features. Yeah, you can't have everything working unless you're using the lovely dashboard. Then everything's perfect. Push to pass, which is gonna be fixed in the next release. I think I fixed push to pass, but Recoil Dave is, oh, he is a member, so he does have access to the dashboard. I'm not entirely sure if he's seen it. Maybe, maybe not. But let's look at, let me download. First off, let me see if I actually have the download already in SimHub. IndyCar version of the dash. This is an iRacing. I'm assuming it's iRacing. If it's not, then it's not my fault. I mean, you should mention this. I'm assuming it's iRacing. Having said that, 240502, 2405. I do not have them. All right, let me download. 245.5 megabits. Okay, it's good. So what I want to do now is I will try and fix this. One of the things that I want to do, Ryan says, would you be implementing F1 bits on the dash? On AC, there is VRC Formula Alpha car, very, very detailed. I have seen it. I am working with data from VRC to see how much of that we can implement. So the answer is yes. I just don't know when. Okay. All right. Let's go to my downloads and get that race. Extract all. Oh, so I already had that? Yes. Oh, what is this? 2402. So we have that, huh? Alright, let's switch to iRacing and see what this thing will look like. Where is this thing? Okay, now I'm thinking. Now iRacing 18, this is iRacing, but where is the replay? Dallara? Super Formula? Dallara, Porsche, NASCAR, Ford, Mustang. Dallara IR18. Poconos. Maybe that's it. If he triggers FRB and... Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, he is. Weight jacker, this is it. So weight jacker, you can see it's being triggered. So he's triggering it, but we should also see FRB, FARB, and rear ARB. FARB and RARB. Not triggering? Really? He says he's already doing it, so it's just a weight jacker going up and down? Let me see something, because this is not supposed to be like that. This should have all of the alerts. Mini FARB DC anti-roll front. It's not changing. Anti-roll front, I got it right here. It's 5 and 2, but he's not changing it in any way. 5 and 2, 5 and 2, 5 and 2, 5 and 2. So that's a lie. You lie. You lie. Friends don't lie, man. So I do have the anti-roll front and rear. It's 5 and 2 in this replay, and there's no change in the replay. So there's an ARB. ARB setting, ARB size. No, ARB front bar blade position. So many things going on. Classic rear ARB, front ARB, bar positions 5 and 2. It's not changing. So in this replay, it does not change in any way. So it's the only IR Dallara I have in iRacing. I have a Dallara P217. It's not what he was talking about, though. Might be a waste of manpower right now to dig much into AC. I wouldn't say it's a waste of time. I wouldn't say that. But yeah, if AC2 is just around the corner, I would maybe hold off. Although, if Kunos is smart, they will not make changes to the telemetry, or they will enhance telemetry, if anything, rather than reducing it. The only IR18 replay I have is that one we were just looking at, and it's not changing the ARB. Which is, it's all fine. I mean, it's not a problem. It's just that I cannot see changes. But nonetheless, these exist. As you can see, a rear ARB, anti-roll rear, which is 5 and 2. Oh, wait a minute. Hold your horses. Let's just, for the sake of viewership, let's see. Does it show? See, it says 5. It actually does 5. It does report. It doesn't change throughout, but it does have 5. So weight tracker is there. If this was on, you would basically see FRB0 and R rear RB, ARB. They exist. Now, let's see something. I like the idea of having in here, these three, having front ARB, rear ARB, and weight tracker here. Just putting it here. I really like that idea. But let me see if I can say TC, for instance, traction control. TC level is 0. So I don't have a way to know if traction control is on or off. This poses a few issues. I can get the car. I'm thinking out right now. Dallara Air 18. Dallara Air 18. Dallara Air. Okay, I have that. I could possibly make an exception, but then when does this end? Like, when does the exception, when do the exceptions end? I could, what I can do, and this is something I want to do in the future, is you guys will be able to select what is displayed down here, right? So this will be fully customizable. You'll say that I want this, this, and this, and maybe in the future we can also do it per car. Within Lovely Dashboard, you'll say that for this car I want to have these 5 things here, right? Right now, it's not easy now to do that. But what I want to see is under the vehicle settings. If I come here, I have these. I could possibly just say, you know, hide these things, and for that specific car only. Would you guys want that to happen? Would that be cool for you? So, like, literally have this return. Let me just try it. Return. If this equals the Dallara, and only then, then this is false. Otherwise, it's true. Okay? So only then, just for this car. So this is something, as I said, I want to do this, but not yet. Return game. If it's Formula 1, then hide it. Or I'll just leave it like that. So it says if this is Formula 1, or if it's the Dallara AR18, then hide it. Okay. And then we also have for the ABS. Alright, so now if I save it, you'll see that it's going to be missing these three. Because now it's a Delara and it's basically not showing anything. Okay. So let us add these. Let's do it. Let's add these. So it'll be front ARB, rear ARB, and weight checker. And we'll use the same orange color that I'm using. Alright, let's do this. Farb. And this, if it's that, true. Otherwise it's false. Let's do this. This is actually a really big change, to be honest. So I'm also being very, very careful as to what I'm changing right now. I do need to get one thing here. All right. Okay. Being mucho careful. See? I just did something stupid. See? It's how mistakes are done. There is no active. Don't care about that. So we'll call this layer Farb. There is nothing there. Opacity. Not going to do this. What I will have though here is, because it's very specific, we're just going to return that one thing. Anti-roll, where are you? Anti-roll front. It is 5. Good, good, good. Now TC2, copy, copy, copy. And we're going to make this. Actually, no, let's just use this. Copy and paste. RARB. But what I want to do here is change this thing over here, because that is not what we want. We want this to be 12 and not changing at all. Align left. Label will be the same, but we'll say rear ARB. And the value, simply put, anti-roll, I think it's rear, yeah. 2. Perfect. And finally, weight jacker. That sounds so silly. So I'll probably just weight jack. Weight jack. Let's get the property. Weight jacker. That's interesting. This is the right property. Lovely chat. Okay. Who in here has experience with the IR18 cars and weight jacker? Please, please, please let me know. ASAP. Importante. So this is what it's gonna look like for the Delara cars. I think you guys will love it because it's been requested and it's just the right time. I'm keeping the same orange color for everything because it's what I'm using in the alerts as well. I don't change them. I could possibly make them different colors. Would you want them to be different colors? Maybe, maybe not. But no, I need someone that uses weight jack on their cars. And the question is, hopefully I'll get someone in the chat that does it. The question is, I know that weight jack is only applied ever to one wheel on every car. But does that change from left to right, or is it always on the same tire? I think it should be different tires. It should be weight jacker right and weight jacker left. Correct? But I don't understand. No one in the chat knows. I know for a fact. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is gonna be the case, but if anyone knows, please, please let me know right now. need to write something, because I'm pretty sure there's only one on, there's a weight jacker only on a single wheel of the car, but it could be left or right. It's not always on the right side, for instance, depending on the track. So I need to write something here where it would look for the specific weight jacker, left or right. I'm doing left first because I know it's null. So I'll be able to test it as well. I'm not mentioning which weight jacker anywhere, but you should know because it's going to be you're driving the car. So if there is a jacker left, it will show left. Otherwise, it will show the right. And no one in the chat has answered yet. Okay. So wait a minute, this should not... Oh. Oh, why is it doing that? It's null. I hate it when it does this thing now. Weight jacker left is no. Come on. Really? Weight jacker left. Oh, come on. Why is it doing this to me now? If it's null, it's null. Come on, man. Don't do this thing. Why you be like that? Why you be like that? Raw result is null. Yes. So what the hell? If that thing returns false, I'm doing it right. What the hell is wrong here? Oh, fudge. Wrong property? What is that? What are these properties here? I'm curious. There are two properties. I hate it when it does it. Look at it. There are two properties right now in SimHub. One is DP, the other one is DC. All right. So I'm not going to do any of these things. I'm going to keep the DC one. There's only one property, jacker right. And I'm only going to keep that one because it's the only one that I have. End of story. I try to do it the right way, but there isn't any information. So there's no DP weight jacker. There's just a DC weight jacker, and it's only for right. So I don't know if it's going to be right or left. Maybe I could return this left. Maybe I can do it on my own and just hope it actually is going to work like that. When does it become null? When it's negative? No. Right. When it's negative, it's considered null? No. But when it's 0, maybe? Okay. You know what? I'm not going to do all this. This may create issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there, and you will let me know if this covers all cases. Because I'm trying to make do with iRacing information, which lacks right now. I do not have all that data. Okay. So, positive is that now that the Lara actually has these values here, let's test it out for another car in iRacing. So let's do the Porsche 911 GT3. Works. Great. Let's try the Lara 217. So we can do all these different variations. I don't want to go into detail for every single car because it'll never end. Trust me, it will never end. But the idea is that sometime in the future you will be able, or at least there will be a better way to handle and manage what goes where. And eventually you'll probably be able to say, like, personally, when I drive the Dallara, I want to see these things. And maybe we can make a library with all the settings and formats so everyone can benefit from these things. Because as you can see, like, me trying to do this, it's not the best way. So this will be done in 2.6.6, coming this Friday. Push to pass. Let's try this again, the replay. Let's see what else we can get off of it. There's some weird suggestions. One of the suggestions is current tire compound choice, primary alternate. We don't even have a tire. We don't even have a tire at all in iRacing, do we? No, absolutely not. Tire compounds do not exist. Maybe it's written differently with a Y. CNAT. PSI, all steady, but no compound. Let me search for compound. No. Wow, so much information for everyone here. No, I can't find any compound color. Especially primary or alternate. I do not know that. And finally, there's probably a few other things I'm forgetting. The push to pass. So push to pass, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's right there, but I don't know for this car. It should be available. Let me see what I have. Let me get rid of those alerts. And go to primary. And take a look at the central module. This is the overtake stuff. What am I looking at? You can probably do that, Ryan. I think you could do that in SimHub. Default per game? I think you could. Current game, player P2P. Player P2P, come on. Where is it? There it is. It's got count and status. That's all we have. So, if it's active, I have no other indication, so I think for me, this is not much more I can do. Um, I don't know if someone knows how to do that, how to map, depending on, so can ask, is there a way to sim how to display a certain dashboard for individual gains? So for example, lovely dash for AC and ACC and lovely flags for F1. Can that be done in the devices? Maybe. But devices per game, I don't know. I'm taking a look at it now. So I'm actually looking at this now. So in the devices, there it is. Default for iRacing. Lovely dashboard. If I switch the game and run ACC, go to my devices here. Yeah, Assetto Corsa. Yep. Ryan, your answer, your wish has been, you can. You need to run the game. And then under devices, you find the device that you want and you set the default dash for that device. But you have to go to devices. There it is. I always have main dashboard as lovely dashboard. You would have thought that I did have that. So your answer is yes, you can and you should. All right, so push to pass. Push. I can't. I will not say that today. Not working. So for me, I think this feature is closed because I added the most basic part of it. Again, when you guys add features and suggestions for anything, don't put many things in one feature suggestion. As you can see, each one individual. I'd rather have many more than just one. Daniel here says, I don't really want to leave anything, but the current dash is too much. Rally has a different need, so I didn't know Daniel does Rally. Anyway, this is a brand new feature. I'm not even going to look at it. This is a brand new dashboard. I don't really want to leave the LD ecosystem. Well, I already said this before. For Rally, you can actually use other dashboards. It just has like 3 or 4 things. There has been a conversation here, a big conversation of what is required, but this is a brand new dashboard. Brand new dashboard, so it's not something that I will be doing anytime soon with just these things. Lovely flags variant for the Sim Push Lumi rank. I recently got a Sim Push Lumi rank and I'd love to be able to utilize lovely flags for it. What screen size is this? It utilizes 800 by 480 Vocore display, but the leftmost 140 pixels are obstructed. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Oh man. Go away. Oh, what have they done here? So they have oh, that's ugly. Green. So what they've done is they literally just obscured part of the really? They've obscured part of the screen? Oh, wait a minute. Is this in the screen? No idea. So yeah, this has been replied to. Can't do it. Not because I don't want to. First off, I don't have the device. So if I had the device, it might have been easier. I think, do these things here, are these LEDs? Or are they, or do they show the screen behind it? because if the screen continues on behind this, and these things are just there for good looks, I think it's a missed opportunity to not have these part of the dash. Like I would, unless the screen is here on this end, I would do it the other way around. I would put a screen behind there, and in the dash I would put these to do something. Not buttons, I'd have them doing something. Anyway. This is irrelevant. Companion flags. Fairly straightforward to do. I made a small mod myself and may not be to everyone's taste, but changing the track map background color. Oh yeah, we already had discussed this. Yeah, there was a discussion for this. It's basically just showing the flags on the companion. So this is part of the discussion that we had prior for the maps and sectors. So this is something that cannot be done. So I will put this in irrelevant as well. And close. Different startup screens. This is purely cosmetic, but I would like to different backgrounds where possible. You can just add your own images. Okay. So Tiago, you clarified. Hyopai basically wanted... He says here, this is purely cosmetic, but I would like it if different backgrounds were possible, and he means different backgrounds on the lovely dashboard and on the pit wall. So different images. This is something that will happen, not today, but this will happen. I think it will happen. But I'm only looking at the dashboard features now solely, so we're not going to do that now. But it will happen. It will definitely happen. Indication of advanced or delay revolutions. NASCAR iRacing. It would be interesting to have a clear display in the leaderboard window when a competitor is one or more laps ahead or behind in NASCAR. It is useful to know if the competitor is in the same lap or not. Lovely Excel. The tracking class, yeah, we already did this. We don't have it in the relative and leaderboard in the dash, but we do have it in the widgets. So this actually exists, even in the lovely Excel. Even there. So track and class opponent widgets should show that information. I'm going to put this as done because we have that information. SimCore. You need to add a SimCore icon for the Stream Deck. Okay, we're not looking at Stream Deck stuff. Good. Love a dashboard. Minimalist version. I never used the lovely dash actually before, but I'm attempting it on some overlays, and the off-center gear and speed, etc. is a bit off-putting. Can a redesign tweak happen to this? Yes, it can happen. And I already mentioned that this will happen. I'm already overdue on redesigning the XL and the UXL dashboards, so this will happen. It's just not yeah, not gonna happen now. So we missed this one. Minimalist version. So the lovely dashboard. What happened? Okay, anyway, we kind of missed this. Anyway, so the lovely dashboard is, well, lovely, and I have been using it for about a year now, but admittedly there is a lot of data on it that I just do not use or need, so it ends up taking precious real estate on my 4.3-inch wheel screen. Okay, I'm no developer, but I would think or hope that simply removing some features and increasing the size... Oh, more redesign. Okay, just a quick example. Yeah, I would not. Alright, so so the user here, BNB5550, is saying remove this and this and remove these and make these bigger. That's just a redesign. Yeah. Yeah, this is a redesign and a new dash altogether. Unfortunately, in SimHub, resizing and repositioning is not at all straightforward. In fact, resizing is not even possible. So that would not be able to, I would have to redesign all the widgets to go higher and taller and all that. So, yeah. I'm going to consider this irrelevant again. It's a different thing. I don't think this will ever happen, to be honest. It is too much work to be done. It is a brand new dashboard. You want to say Hyopai has already done it. For the two different screens, I'm pretty sure he has. It's not hard to do. It's not hard to do. For me, it's hard because I have to update the settings, configurator, and everything. That's why it's not going to happen now. XL dash will remain. Dedicated fuel MFM. Let's look at this one. Would love a more detailed fuel MFM. We could have up on the left or right for iRacing, last lap fuel consumption. So this is also something that's going to be done. This is also, I mean, Jeff, yes, I completely agree. It's not something that's absolutely hard to do if you modify it yourself. But for me, to change the dashboard, change the pit wall, change the configurator, and push everything, it's a lot of work right now. And given that the plugin is actually being developed and it is part of what will be the future of Love Dashboard, adding more features to the settings file is something that I'm trying to limit only to what is absolutely required. So you'll see that I'm not actually doing many changes to the settings file configurator because it will change altogether with the plugin. We'll have a more detailed fuel MFM. So last lap fuel consumption, average last 510, pit window, amount to refuel at the pit. Amount to refuel at the pit already exists in the fuel calculator, similar to the stuff IRLA gives you, but would be awesome to have it built into Lovely. Personally, I find I modified the dash and replaced the average consumption for the last lap. I would really like such a detailed MFM. A fuel MFM would be great. Yes, I agree, Ryan. I think you're in the chat. You agreed as well. So this might not be one MFM, one module. It could be. It could be. Do I have last lap fuel consumption? Last lap consumption. Let's run a replay. I'll just move it over here so you guys can also see it. Last lap consumption computed. Let's let it run because it may need it, you know, so I can run just a bit so you can see it. Liters per lap. This is what we want to see. Current lap consumption just shows you how much you're consuming, and this is just incrementing because as you're going, you're consuming even more. Current lap is valid for tracking. No, we'll go back to that. Fuel level percentage, fuel pressure. This is not changed yet. iRacing for fuel, fuel to add mode, fuel max fuel per lap. Fuel keep, fuel add to add, pushing. I don't even know what these things are. Fuel target. Yeah, these are all not available or zeros, so that's the problem. And those are iRacing, so ideally we'd have last lap consumption here. But we do not. let's wait just a bit and see if this thing will respond and give us anything. Until that happens, let me just open up the dashboard so you see what we're seeing, so you can see what I'm seeing. And you'll notice that here in the refuel, it does show how much you would need to refuel if you were to refuel. Still 0 last lap consumption. So this is probably something I could calculate, but I want to minimize the number of calculations I do in the dashboard. And here's the reason. If I do these calculations in the dashboard, it means that if like I can see it with a tire average, for instance. If you have your tire average numbers and you want to use them and something happens to the dashboard and it closes and restarts, you've lost that information. That information is temporarily stored in the dashboard. It's not permanent. Ideally, we would have these numbers coming from the sims themselves, as the gaps and distances and everything would be. But we don't. Not everything. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. This number, last lap, like I can do in the dashboard, I can have current lap consumption. That's a lot of fuel. 315, okay. 325. That's a lot of fuel. This is in Daytona, so maybe it's normal. I don't know. So now it's gonna 346. There will be 348. Crossing the line. Still haven't crossed the line. P21, okay. Last lap, do we have it? Yes, it does calculate it. Good. Okay. So we do have that, but it needs to run. Okay. So it needs to be calculated. And let's move just a bit forward. Driver is in the pits, that's why it's not changing. Driver is going to pass the start finish line now. But it doesn't count. 332 because it was like an outlap, I think. So let's see now. 332 will be 324. So we do have last lap consumption. Now, I think we also need to figure out for the target, right? This is interesting. I really love this now. So for the target, what we want, this is too much calculations going on right now. But the idea is that when you're running, so this is what this is what you're looking at now, where it says refuel in the lobby dashboard, 37.2. It shows you 37.1 now, okay. There's 7 minutes for the race. It tells you that with the fuel load you have now, which is 51 liters, and with an average consumption of 318, you're going to do 16 laps with this fuel. You don't need to do that. You only have 7 minutes left. So when you cross the finish line, you will have 37.2 liters. So refuel is 0 at this point because you do not need to refuel. You're good. What we need to do for the fuel calculator is show you your last lap consumption, and here's the tricky bit. 3.24 was the last lap consumption, as we can see it in SimHub on the top right. You can see it. Based on that lap consumption, if we finish the race with how much fuel. So right now, the target for consumption is green because we will have enough fuel for the end. So it's good. But ideally, as, well, I can't say who. As I was told, ideally, you always want to finish the race with 0 fuel, not 1 or 2 or 3 liters. You want to finish with 0 fuel in the tank. So what this would do is, if you didn't have this much fuel in, right? So if this is a big if. Let me do this. So you have 49 liters. If you didn't have 49 liters and you had 35 liters, for instance, well, no, not 35, 13 liters or 12 liters. So you wouldn't have enough fuel to finish the race. The refuel would say 1.2 liters. You would need to add to your car at the end, and the lap consumption would be red because you need to add. And how much you need to add, it would tell you. How could you target though? Oh, last lap consumption. It would just split the remaining fuel in how many laps you need to save per lap. So it would just basically show you whatever, a number that you know you'd have to save, but not time-wise. Oh man, this gets complicated. It does get complicated, but basically this can be done, won't be done tonight, and it will be done because I want to add it to the lap review as well. So you know your last lap consumption and if you're on target or not. And the target basically is with the fuel that you're consuming in the last lap, not average, in your last lap. If you continue running at that pace, will you have fuel at the end? If the answer is yes, it's green, so you're on target. If it's red, then it's, if you're gonna end the race without enough fuel, then it's red, so you need to lift and coast or make a few changes until that last lap consumption turns green. It is important though to note how much fuel you're off, because if say you're 10 liters away, if you will need 10 liters at the end of the race, then there's no amount of lifting coasting you can do to say that you've just underfueled. Anyway, this is a huge discussion. This is a big project. This will be a to-do for me, but not tonight. So here's something now. This is interesting. Kind of sucks too, not just interesting. Check this out. Add support for push to pass in other classes. Let me see if I can download this. Maybe I have downloaded it. Transfer has expired. I think I downloaded it. Long Beach, Dallara. Let me see if I have it in my downloads. No. It does not. But didn't I have it in SimHub? Curious, I thought I did have that replay. Long Beach. Damn, I didn't. Damn it. Man, I get so many files, I honestly can't keep up. So, sorry about that, but I do not and cannot keep up. Shit, I could have taken a look at it. But here's something interesting that's happening right now. Here's something interesting. Clint says, I'll add something in regards to the IR18. It's something we already did today. The IR18 has different in-car adjustments for oval versus road course. Just name two things. Push to pass, okay? It's only available on the on-road. Weight jacker, only available on oval. Thank you very much. I did not know that. Is there a distinction between oval and on-road? How would I know? How would I know? So this is his mistake. Look at this. He says push to pass is only available on road, weight jacker only on oval. ARB are the same for both. For oval, he says rear ARB, front ARB, push to pass, BB, map, road, exactly the same thing. I think he didn't want to put that there. So on oval, he wanted to put the weight jacker. And this is, we already have that anyway. But is there a distinction between these things? Where'd the music go? Did I close music by mistake? And when? So let's see, do I have information about oval? No. Car says the Lara? That's it. I do not have any distinction between oval. What I do though have is if there is push to pass or if there is anything else. I think this is what we did today. And it works, as you can see down here. I want to consider this done. Again, when there are many topics in a single feature request, I just can't manage it. And this exists, I think. So, as above, color the last best lap times as green, purple, and relevant on the track class opponent widgets. So, best lap is purple if the driver has the best overall. I do not show if it's their last, best last, or whatever. So, I understand the sentiment. But I would need to compare the user's best overall. I do that in the pit wall. Don't know if I should do that in the dashboard. It'll be too much calculations and computing. Don't think I do that. And then they go on to add more features down the road. So, yeah. This is something that I need to figure out how to do, because, or you guys need to do it as well, because when you're talking about one thing and then adding to that more features and expect those to happen, they just won't, because they're going to get lost. Hey Nico, how you doing? Yeah, thank you very much. That video, that part, that segment, I will release as a separate video on Friday as well. Friday being the day that I'm also going to release the dashboard 2.6.6 with the full integration with the Ascher steering wheels for lovely members. So I'm also going to release that video as well as a guide, refresher if you're using it, if you have the steering wheel. Again, it works with any Ascher racing steering wheel except the F64 USB. if I even said it correctly. Rating of racers in relative page. Alright, this is done. So it is done. Closing this post. And radar. I could add the radar. Let's see if this is the last thing I do. If this is the last thing I add. Actually, no. Shit, no, I can't do this. I can't add a new page on these. It'll be too much work going into the configurator and everything. I don't want to do all that right now. Not now. Not on Friday having a release. So I think that's pretty much it. I need to update my roadmap with all the changes that we did today, and then start working on the release for Friday. And update all the dashboards as well. Oh damn, there's a lot of work to be done. I hope you enjoyed tonight's session as well, as much as I did. I doubt you enjoyed it more than I did. Emails, emails, delete emails. That's not needed. Show flags. Turn it off because I don't want my flags. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for me for tonight. Honestly, I still need to do a few housekeeping things here. So what I'm going to do now is basically update. I will be updating. Sorry, I had to turn off that. So I will be updating the roadmap with a full list of things coming this Friday for all lovely members, and then focusing on a bit updating all the dashboards tomorrow to match all the changes that we've done, including the Ascher racing stuff and everything. So there's some work to be done there. And then on Friday I will release 2.6.6 for all lovely members. So if you're not a lovely member, I would suggest you consider becoming one. It really supports all the work that I'm doing. That's the point. That's all I'm asking. Support me, and I continue working on all of these things. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's fairly simple. The idea, the exchange that's happening here. Yeah, I'm actually very tired as well now. So yeah, if you are a lovely member, on Friday you will have access to the brand new Lovely Dashboard and all the Lovely Dashboards, to be honest. And there's going to be a version for the Lovely Tower, updated Lovely Tower, and updated Lovely Companion, because I did find some bugs there. So Friday's release will have not just the dashboard, just a few other stuff as well. And then after that, I will focus on writing documentation and preparing the full-blown release for 2.7.0, which will happen towards the end of the month. And along with that, everything else that I'm working on, which are, the stickers, the new store, consolidating as much as I can. And hopefully in the future, I'll also be able to consolidate the memberships in the same store, in the same website, basically. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. I think that's it. I don't think I'll be able to do much more. Not tonight. We did good. We did a lot of stuff tonight. Again. And most importantly, now the Lara in iRacing has FRB, ARBs front and rear, and the weight jacker. So I hope you guys like that. Will be coming this this Friday. Before I go, again, huge thanks to all the lovely members, either they're starter, pro, or gold members. Gold members, would like to thank them personally: Anthony Hall, Augustine Martin, Alex Luce, Brandon Hunnell, John Hart, Cloud Taz, Cody Flowers, Corey Wise, Dan Westerman, Daniel Newman, David Beam, Eric Castillo, Brian Spiracus, Graham Baptiste, Jeff King, Iñaki Duranona, Alan Suzanne, Jason Rivera, Jens Bauer, Jared Davis, Stefan Malfier, Kieran Lowe, Chris Rollins, Marianne Christelle, Mark Long, Michael Poliaro, Patty Falconer, Brad Jackson, Robert Robles, Rita Bruman, Juan Rodriguez, Sean Reed, Simon Tunin, Heiko Batts, Steve A71, I'll get back to you, Josh Fulton, Tobias Hoth, William Martin, Mark Worthington, and Mark Gale. So for the members like Steve A71, Alex Lucha, and Cloud Taz, you've become gold members, but you have not added a shipping address or first name, last name, so I cannot actually send you the gold exclusive member, the sticker. So please go into Ko-Fi. I will message you guys again, and hopefully you'll be able to do that, and you will join the other gold members that have that exclusive gold sticker. Other than that, I would just like to say a huge thank you and appreciation for everyone that has become a lovely member. I'm hoping that by the end of this month we will reach the 1,000 member milestone, which is a huge milestone. It is possibly the largest milestone I'm hitting in the past 2 years while doing this thing. It will mean a lot. And then the next milestone will be hitting 2,000 members. I don't know, hopefully by the end of the year. It'll be very tight, but hopefully we can do that. And then I can basically just stop doing anything else and just working on this all day and adding more stuff and more features and more products and just going crazy on this thing. Going crazy. All right, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for joining me today and watching this the most boring stream on the internet today. Tomorrow I think I'll be doing a race. I think I'll be running. I'll be running a bit. I haven't done any racing at all, so I think I'll be doing something tomorrow. Other than that, have a great evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon. I will see you all tomorrow's stream. Thank you very much for joining me.